What's going on, guys? This is Vince with vshred.com, and in today's video I'm going to take you through a full upper back workout that's going to help anybody out there who's trying to go for that V-taper appearance. We've seen it on fitness models, on cover athletes, whatever it might be, that aesthetic looking V shape to somebody's body where they got nice wide shoulders, their lats have a nice V appearance to them. I'm going to show you 4 exercises that make up a full workout, take you through the form, make sure you're doing it right so that you can start to get that appearance yourself. All right, like I said in today's video, I'm gonna walk you step by step through an upper back workout. That's gonna be great if you're trying to change up your routine, you're trying to get that nice V-taper appearance. It's gonna be great for getting wider lats, because we're really gonna be focusing on pulling those elbows in to work that lat muscle how it should be, and then also upper back shoulder muscles to help give you that V look. Now, I will say this is a short workout, but if you have a tough time finding the motivation to even get to the gym, or after a long day of work, you just don't have the energy, you need to get a better pre-workout. Plain and simple. Pre-workouts are the difference between my okay workouts and my phenomenal workouts. And if you're looking for a new good pre-workout, check out the one down below in the description. It's called Pre-Workout by Sculpt Nation. It's got the perfect amount of caffeine. It's got tyrosine to help your brain stay more focused. It helps you get a better pump. It's just a great pre-workout, and it just tastes amazing, I will say. It's probably the best tasting pre-workout I've ever had. But if you're looking for a new pre-workout that actually works, I can tell you from personal experience, it's one of the best I've ever had. So check it out. But now, let's get into this workout. Like I said, it's gonna be 4 exercises. It's gonna move very quickly. There's only gonna be 3 sets. First 2 are gonna be 10 reps, and then the third one's going to be what I call a triple drop set. It's gonna be a minute in between each set for rest, and I'm gonna walk you through it step by step right now. Yes. All right, so the first exercise that we're gonna be doing is a wide grip lat pull down. So obviously we're going for wider lats here, so I just like doing wide grip lat pull down to change it up every now and then. If you're not a fan of wide grip lat pull down, then do a regular lat pull down, but I'm gonna do wide grip. So what we're gonna be doing is, like I said, 3 sets of 10. And so you're gonna go with your hands outside of shoulder width. So your regular positioning would be a little outside of shoulder width. You're gonna go even wider than that, probably 6 to 8 inches wider with each hand. So your arms are gonna be pretty far out there. And then what this is really gonna help you focus on is just pulling your elbows in towards your side. So I'm gonna get in here, I'm gonna get my legs situated underneath this bench. And then from here, I'm gonna really focus on letting my shoulders roll forward, protracting my scapula here. And then as I pull back, the first thing that I'm gonna do is really focus on retracting my scapula, pulling my shoulders back, and then leading with my elbows and trying to get this bar as close to my chest as possible while keeping my chest pushed out. You wanna avoid pulling this down and letting your shoulders roll forward and your chest be sunken in. You don't want to do that. You really want to focus on hitting those lats as much as possible, and that's going to be by getting that chest out, retracting the scapula, and pulling those elbows in. So you're going to go 3 sets of 10, like I said, but the little, I guess, specialty of this workout is going to be the 3rd set. So you're going to go first set, 10 reps. Rest for 1 minute. Second set, 10 reps, rest for 1 minute. 3rd set, we're going to do what is called a triple drop set. So you're gonna go for 10 reps. So you're gonna use the same weight, maybe go a little bit heavier because you wanna fail at 10. You get 10, so I'll act like this is my 10th. I'm gonna go, boom, 10. I'm at failure. Oh, I can't do any more. Dropping down probably about 30% of the weight. And I'm gonna get into this again, and I'm gonna go until failure. Failure should be probably 6 to 8 more. Let's say this is the 8th. Failure, rack it, drop it again, another 30%. This one's gonna be a pretty light set, but if you pushed yourself the right amount on those first 2 sets right there, going nice and controlled, pulling those elbows in towards your side, you should really be able to hit your failure at, again, 6 to 8 reps. Nice controlled form, squeezing it in, controlling it all the way back up. And let's say this is failure right here, racking it, done with that exercise. So a triple drop set on the third set, and then we're gonna move into the second exercise. So next up, we got a supinated lat pull down. So this isn't close grip, this isn't wide grip, but what you are going to do is take your hands and you are going to flip them around. You're gonna have your palms facing you. So this is going to activate your biceps a lot more, but it's also gonna work your lat a little bit differently. Rather than your elbows coming from the side and in towards your body, you're gonna have them in front of your body and coming down and back towards your body, which is going to work your lats amazingly again, but in a slightly different way. So what you're gonna do is you grab this bar. It's gonna be probably about shoulder width apart, whatever's comfortable for your wrist. You don't wanna go too wide or too close to where you're pulling at an awkward angle, especially if you got bad wrists. So about shoulder width apart here. You're gonna drop down into the bench. And even right here, you should feel a pretty good stretch on your lats. And it's gonna be the same thing. You're gonna have your shoulders rolled forward, your shoulders protracted. And then the first thing you're gonna do is retract your scapula, pull your shoulders back, and then you're going to take your elbows and drive them down and back, getting this bar as close into your chest as possible and making sure you're keeping your chest pushed out. Again, you don't want to pull this over and have your shoulders hunched over and looking like this. This is an ugly lat pull down. Don't do this. You want to go up, you want to keep your chest out, pull your shoulders back, pulling it into your chest just like that. Down, pulling it into your chest. Bringing it back up, pulling it into your chest, really squeezing, focusing on pulling your elbows down and back and getting a nice squeeze on your lat muscle. So we're gonna be doing the same thing here. First set, you're going for 10 reps, rest for a minute. Second set, going for 10 reps, rest for a minute. Third set, you're gonna bump it up a little heavier, failing at 10. You're gonna go 10. This is my 10th. Failure, real quickly, dropping it about 30%. Grabbing it again immediately. You're not letting yourself get any rest. Controlling this. Just because you're going lighter now does not mean that you're swinging this weight and going real quick reps. You're going controlled still. Back up in controlled manner, squeezing it, chest out. Once you hit failure there, drop it in another 30%. And repping it out. And again, repping it out does not mean this. It means controlling it, contracting the muscle, and going all the way until failure, keeping that chest out, driving those elbows down, hitting failure, and that'll be the end of exercise number 2. Exercise number 3 is going to be a wide grip high row. So the reason that we're going to be doing a high row is because this is an upper back workout. To help with that V taper, you obviously want to start working the muscles that are at the top of your back, which is also going to include your shoulders. And the high row is going to work your back as well as the posterior part of your shoulders, your posterior head, your rear delt. And so what you're going to do is you're going to get a wide grip bar here. That's also going to help with the shoulder aspect of this. So get this wide grip bar. You're gonna get into position here. You want your knees slightly bent. You're gonna have your back not straight up and down at a 90-degree angle. I like going a little bit back. That way I don't put too much stress on my low back. But then from here, what you're going to do is focus on pulling this up towards your chest. So I've had videos where I talk about rows where you actually want to pull down towards your belly button to really focus on lat engagement as much as possible. Well, here we're not focusing on lat engagement as much as we are just upper back in general. And so what we're going to do here is really focus on pulling this in towards like almost your sternum, like your lower chest here. So you're going to pull it in towards your chest, and again, you're going to keep your chest out. Same thing, you're going to retract your scapula every single time, pull it in, and just by your elbows going from this position in front of you and then them coming out and back behind you, not only are you working your lat muscle, but you're also going to be working this rear delt area, which is going to help you build just that all over muscle that you need at the top of your back to create that V tapered appearance. So You're gonna do the same thing here. You're gonna go first set, 10 reps, rest for a minute. Second set, 10 reps, rest for a minute. Third set, you're gonna finish that 10th. You're gonna drop it down 30%. So right now this is at 100 pounds. So you're just gonna drop that down to about 70 pounds. And then you're gonna rep that out, try to go for 6 to 8. You're gonna drop it down another 30. You're gonna rep that out 6 to 8. And by then you should be so fatigued that you probably couldn't do another drop set or you couldn't do another rep. The whole point of this triple drop set is so that you are completely depleting that muscle. You are just destroying that muscle so that it cannot do another rep. So really focus on form, keeping that chest out, pulling your elbows back. You really want to focus on not so much bicep engagement because it's very easy to go like this. And right here, I'm getting a lot of movement in my elbow. My elbows are bending a lot. Therefore, I'm working my biceps a lot. You really want to focus on taking your elbows and driving them back, which is really going to help you work those muscles on the back, on your upper back, I should say. So that's going to be exercise number 3. All right, and the fourth and final exercise, yes, this is a quick workout, is going to be a straight arm push down. So you're gonna get a bar here, and it's gonna be whatever bar you really prefer. You can do a straight bar. I like the little curved easy bar just because it's got a nice little natural curve, which is good for your wrists, in my opinion. So I'm gonna take this bar, and I kneel down just because I'm a little bit taller, and I can't go into full extension. I can't get the full stretch without the bar hitting the top. So I'm gonna go down to my knees here, and from here what you're gonna do is you're really gonna focus first on that stretch at the bottom. So right here, I'm feeling a nice stretch in my lat muscle. You probably see it a little bit. There's a nice little stretch in my lat muscle right there because I'm really focusing on letting that extend as far as I can. And then from there, you're gonna focus on, again, getting your shoulders back so that you can drive this weight down with your elbows, because what you don't want to do is be hunched forward and be like this. Avoid this ugly looking whatever I'm doing. You want to make sure that your chest is out and you're focusing on driving your elbows down and really engaging your lats as much as possible. Driving your elbows back, going forward, up, getting that stretch, driving them down, back, feeling that peak contraction, and back up. So making sure you're getting full range of motion. Just like so, just like that. This is actually one of my favorite back exercises ever, just because it works so dang well. And again, the preference on where your hands are is completely up to you. I know some people who like this super wide. Personally, I'm not a fan, but if that's what you like and that's what makes you feel it the best, totally fine. But what you're gonna do is the same thing. So you're gonna go 10 reps. You're gonna rest for a minute, 10 reps, rest for a minute. And the third set, you're gonna go 10 reps. That's my 10th right there. Failure, boom. Dropping this down 30%. Going straight into the next one. And this is where you really wanna be careful with form, because as this exercise gets lighter, it's very easy to start cheating the form and just kind of making it easy on yourself and not using the actual muscle that you're trying to be targeting. So really focus on getting that chest out, driving those elbows down, back, squeezing those lat muscles. Failure, dropping it again. And this one's gonna be really light here, but if you hit the failure point like you should have in the first 2 sets, you should be able to hit it again here. Nice and controlled. Really focusing on that time under tension. You're not trying to swing it anywhere, because if I do this, I could literally do this all day. But as soon as I start going controlled, slow, squeezing the muscle, the mind-muscle connection, keeping it the whole time, I will hit failure at probably 6 to 8 reps again. So making sure you're hitting failure. Every single part of that triple drop set is going to be huge to the actual success of this workout, because 3 sets of 10 with 4 exercises is, in my opinion, and what's worked best for me, the bare minimum of what a workout should be. So making sure that you are getting the most out of that triple drop set at the end of those sets is huge. So make sure you're doing that. If you guys are looking for more tips on how to get in shape, I have a whole channel on fitness tips. I also have a free body type quiz that I mentioned earlier in this video. It's the first link in the description right below this video. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this workout. I hope you come back to it, share it with friends. Other than that, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.